Hello students, welcome to Study Tricks. Today we are going to start art and culture part. As the part of art and culture, we are going to study 11th NCRT. The very first lesson is prehistoric rock paintings. We all know that the prehistory is a period where we are unable to find any written records and hence we do not have a very clear picture of their lifestyle. Such period in our history is known as prehistory. What is this prehistoric rock paintings? Before writing books, initially men who lived in caves started painting their caves, that is, on rocks itself, they have painted certain paintings. We are going to study those paintings in detail. How we came to know about these paintings is a very first step of learning prehistoric paintings. That is by excavations. You know, we have conducted various excavations at places like Bhimbetka, Indus Valley civilizations and many more. At these places, we came across old caves where some paintings were drawn on the walls as well as on ceilings. On clearly studying these paintings, our historians could come to conclude certain things about how prehistoric man lived and could also comment on their lifestyles. We are going to see what are those paintings and which kind of paintings belong to which particular period in prehistoric period. These excavations brought to light many other things, not only paintings, many other things like ancient burials. From ancient burials, we came to uh, study how the human lived, like about his health conditions could be analyzed by studying their bones. And coming to drawings and cave walls, which is the main theme of this lesson, we will see in detail. Paintings and drawings are considered as the oldest art because before even man could speak any language or write a script of any language, the way he expressed his feelings for art, as of today we believe that art is the only first form of art, in the sense paint is the only first form of art existed in human beings to express themselves. They expressed themselves like pictures of hunting or a group of people catching hands and dancing. By this we could guess how society of prehistory existed. Prehistoric period is generally the old stone age or Paleolithic age. We do not really find any lower Paleolithic people painting objects. Especially when coming to India, we do not even have any trace of lower Paleolithic people painting. The very first painting that has been discovered in India belongs to Upper Paleolithic period itself. The subject of these rock paintings were human beings and some geometrical designs. With the period increasing to Mesolithic and Chalcolithic, we see hunting, dancing, and even we see color improvisations in the rock painting. Coming to the very first rock painting in India, it was discovered in the year 1867 and 68 by archaeologist Archibald Carelli. This was 12 years before the discovery of Altamira caves in Spain. Why they have compared with this Altamira cave is worldwide the biggest cave or ancient most cave found was a referral. Generally historians refer to Altamira caves which are present in Spain. Archibald Carelli worked with Cogburn, Anderson, Mitra and Ghosh. These four people are early archaeologists. They discovered many other paintings and many other cave sites in Indian subcontinent. Most of these were found in districts of Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Bihar, and few in Uttarakhand also. The main rock shelter which was found in Uttarakhand was Lakudiyar at Suyal region. The word Lakudiyar, that means lakh caves. Diyar means place where they used to save. Lakudiyar, 1 lakh caves. Almost there were nearly a lakh caves, small caves located at a single place near Uttarakhand at Suyal. These were the ancient rock shelters discovered. When we observe the colors of paintings, they were mainly white, black and red ochre. What is this ochre? It is a brown color, similar, not similar, the exact color of red pots. Next, humans were also depicted. That doesn't mean that exact painting of human beings. Human beings were painted in a stick-like forms. Today we see a geometrical figures in Varley paintings. Similarly, we could see some sticks like human structures. We used to draw in our childhood by putting two legs, like we used to draw human beings with sticks. Those were the paintings which early human beings used on their caves. Apart from human beings, animals, fox, multi-legged lizards, and animal motifs were also seen. Coming to human activities, only dancing human figures or hunting human figures were seen. And we also see superimposition of paintings, that is, one painting beneath the other. This is probably because there were different generation of people living, or either people didn't like the previous painting. We could not conclude this because historians could only guess about the prehistoric period but not exactly say, because we don't have any written record. Whatever we are studying in this is just an assumption of an historian. So this superimposition of paintings happened in the prehistoric rock paints because either it may be as the painter who draw it couldn't like the previous one, or it might be from different generation. If the generation gap is too long, we could exactly conclude by conducting experiments. But if the generation gap is very low, we can't exactly say this is because of generation. Thus, we can say it is a guess or how logically fits. And we have many other sites apart from which we have seen in the above paragraph, like districts of AP, Karnataka, Bihar. We also have famous sites. They are Kupgalu, Piklihal and Tekkalakota. These three are very famous. Famous in the sense they have very extensive number of paintings. And all these paintings are white, black and red ochre colors. You can see some images over here. This is hand linked dancing figures. See, these are the dancers who are catching their hands and walking. Here you could see the human being structure with a stick like legs. See, this is nothing but a stick like human being, legs, body and hands. We can also see that their hands are interlinked. This is a pic from Lakudiyar. I have said Lakudiyar is in Uttarakhand. These are wavy lines. Geometrical figures also we can see in the prehistoric rock paintings. Paintings which belong to later historic period. Later historic period in the sense at the end of the prehistoric period. Most probably in the early historical and Neolithic periods. We can't say exactly this is historical because we don't have any written records. This is late prehistorical or early historical. In this period, the paintings had bulls, elephants, gazelles, sheep and some other newer animals. They started painting other animals also. And in some caves, we could also see vegetal motifs like trees, plants, creepers, all such things were painted, but very few in number. These paintings were mostly reported from Vindhyan ranges into Uttar Pradesh. You can probably guess why only in this region. This is a hilly region and it is a perfect place for Stone Age people to live. Why hilly regions are perfect places? They get their food over there and they can live in the caves. They can construct caves in hill stations and they can live there. This is the reason why we could find extensive concentration of caves from Vindhyan ranges into Uttar Pradesh. Next, the very famous rock painting, the very first place which comes into our mind whenever we listen a rock painting, it is Bhimbetka, because Bhimbetka had many rock paintings. Bhimbetka is located south to Bhopal. It has nearly a 500 types of various paintings. This Bhimbetka was discovered in the year 1957 but V.S. Vakankar. V.S. Vakankar is a very famous archaeologist. He has been awarded Padma Shri award also. This V.S. Vakankar had conducted very extensive study on Bhimbetka caves. He is the one who discovered these cave paintings for the first time. In Bhimbetka, we could see nearly in some paintings like 20 to 30 paintings overlapping on one another. These overlapping paintings were also clearly studied by this V.S. Vakankar. And in Bhimbetka, we can see many paintings in which animals fight among themselves or human hunting. We can even see an elephant riders, horse riders, and decoration of body. We could see a human body, woman either in nude form or having certain decorations on the body. This kind of scenes are depicted in the Bhimbetka paintings. As we have many paintings in Bhimbetka, I have said you previously, we have almost 500 paintings in Bhimbetka caves. These paintings belong to different ages of historical period. Hence, these paintings are categorized into certain categories depending upon their historical period. They are mainly categorized into 7 parts. The very first one is paintings of early Paleolithic. This is the very first paintings in the Indian subcontinent. The second part belongs to Mesolithic paintings and third is Chalcolithic, and further segregations are later ages. In this chapter, as a part of prehistoric rock paintings, we will be studying Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Chalcolithic paintings. Coming to Upper Paleolithic period. In this period, the colors used were green and dark red. Dark red for mostly evil kind of things, like hunters were painted in red color, and green things were like amusement, like green paintings are of dancers. By colors also we can understand, and for students who are preparing for UPSC, such things may come up in matchings, and this is an important thing. Green and dark red. Green represented dancing girls, like most of the dancers were in that color, and red you can just remember by hinting yourself like red is some evil color and red is for hunters. Coming to Mesolithic period, in this period we can see the number of paintings multiplied, like we have found huge number of paintings as well as the themes in the paintings also increased. Previously we had hunting, dancing and some horse and elephant riders, but very less. In Mesolithic, we could see some other themes also, like armed people, hunting in groups, or arrows and bows in the hands of hunters. Such kind of improvisation in the themes of paintings is seen. But though improved, yet it is smaller in size. Smaller in size in the sense number of paintings are smaller, not the size of painting. Number of paintings are smaller, but the themes increased. Sometimes paintings were even seen with masks. In some pictures we see animals chasing man. In the previous things, like in Upper Paleolithic period, we have seen hunting scenes where human beings chased animal or killed animal. But in Mesolithic period, we can also see that animal also chasing man. In some other, they are being chased and hunted. This is important point here, whether this may come up in true or false as one of the option, like Mesolithic rock paints depict animal chasing a man during hunting, true or false. You may end up in chaos if you don't read each and every line in your NCERT textbooks. And we can say that these animals which are depicted in Mesolithic paintings are very naturalistic by seeing how stylistic they are. They even engraved the flesh, and it resembled a very young animal and with a full of flesh. See this painting. This is a animal painting in Bhimbetka cave. Here you can clearly say that it is a young horse, right? Like its body is full of flesh. Youngness can be sensed to a little bit. This can be seen in Mesolithic rock paintings. And we can, apart from dance, as I said, there are number of themes increasing. We can see newer themes like people playing, mainly children running, jumping, playing, and we can see community dances. All these were common themes in these paintings. Coming to Chalcolithic period. Chalcolithic period paintings reveal associations. Man became more knowledgeable. These paintings depicted associations, contacts, mutual understanding or mutual requirements of cave dwellers, and even we can trace agricultural communities in Chalcolithic period. And in Chalcolithic period, we can see geometrical figures crossed, like cross-hatched squares, lattice points, and we can also trace metal tools. But vividness and vitality of earlier periods disappear here. And in we have seen like white, black, and red ochre were used in Upper Paleolithic. In Mesolithic, green and red were used. In Chalcolithic, we can see various colors like white, yellow, orange, purple, brown, and colors are mentioned in this text like green and black, etc. Most probably they got this red color from hematite, which is known as geru, and green from chalcedony, and white from limestone. How could they paint with these colors? Probably they have mixed this powdered rocks with water or some other organic matter. The main the glorious thing about these painters is they even exist today with that color. Most archaeologists predict that this is because of reaction of oxides present on the rock surface with these mineral rocks. But this is their, like, one of the best point is their paintings could even today they are sustaining in, like, facing so many climatic conditions. Even today they are existing. That is their greatness. Though these paintings belong to the remotest past of Indian history, they even have pictorial quality, and that is one other greatness of these paintings. And that's all. Come observe these pictures. See, this is a hunting scene in a Mesolithic painting. See the horses and people even have their weapons in the hands. This can be seen in a Mesolithic rock paints. And this is a dancing scene. Here you can see their hands are interlinked. This is a picture from Lakudiyar rock painting in Uttarakhand. Now, coming to this, I have already said in Bhimbetka there are almost 20 layers of paintings, one overlaying the other. That's all with this lesson. Meet you in the next lesson. Till then, stay tuned to Study Tricks. Please like, share, subscribe for further videos. Thank you.